Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today, here's a review of Astra. Now, as I normally do with all of my movie reviews, is discuss non-spoilers first, give you fair warning, then go into spoilers. So, to talk about this film in a non-spoiler fashion, I really can't reveal much of the story. So, again, because the trailers haven't really revealed anything, and I would actually say that the trailers have been quite misleading, even going as far as to say that. So, with respect to Ad Astra, this is a movie which I would classify as a metaphorical narrative. The story at play isn't really as important as what we're led to believe. And what we're really concerned with, or what the filmmakers are really concerned with this film, is a metaphorical approach. So what the characters are going through represents like an internal struggle, I guess you could say. And on that level, I can't massively recommend this film because it's really not going to be for everyone. And those people that have seen a few of my recent videos where I've touched on this and announced that I was going to be watching this film, I'm a massive lover of space films. I really love them. And I watched this on an IMAX screen. If you like sort of metaphorical films with lots of imagery and things like that, go and watch this film on an IMAX screen because you'll get the most out of it. And it really is a space epic. That's the only way to really describe it. It's an epic in space. But it doesn't really go anywhere. There's no... Again, because it's... The film itself is more concerned with the character's development and the story being representative of that it doesn't really go anywhere. There's no massive payoff. So it doesn't really have like a first, second and third act in the traditional sense of... Character goes from, character arc A to character arc B, and we progress, and that's where we get to. It doesn't really go like that. The whole point of this movie is dealing with, well, again, daddy issues, I guess you could say. The Brad Pitt's character, McBride, has severe fatherly issues, abandonment issues. And as a result of it, he's insanely emotionally repressed. We kind of get a sense of that from the trailers. But that's the main focus here. The story itself is representative of an internal struggle. It's basically, you have to go to the far side of the universe, the galaxy, just to get over the fact that you got some daddy problems and you're saying goodbye to your father, that sort of thing. It's not what the trailers made it out to be. Very clever marketing from the trailers, but not good because people are going to watch this and they're going to be really annoyed. And as a result of it, they're not going to recommend it. This is a slow burn. It's 2 hours long. It feels like it's 2 hours long. I didn't hate it. I can definitely see the merit behind it. There is some epic visuals, some really fantastic cinematography. The colours are so vivid. It all looks beautiful. There's very little dialogue. Brad Pitt probably, I don't know, has even less than an A4 side of dialogue. It's absolutely nothing of actual in-person character, words, because he does say a lot of his dialogue is from a monologue. So look, again, this is a bit of a hodgepodge of a review. It's a really difficult one to talk about in non-spoilers. It doesn't really go anywhere. It is all about... This is Oscar bait. There you go. There's another way to put it. It's a worthy Oscar contender. So if you know what I mean by that, it's talking about imagery, metaphors, a lot of emotional strife, that sort of thing. It's kind of an Oscar bait movie. I don't hate these kind of films. In fact, I quite enjoy them sometimes. But they are very tiresome. I liken it to, getting a naughty massage, but not actually getting your happy ending. A lot of drawn out prick teasing, but no payoff. The payoff is just watching this character develop. and that's it. So it's a bit of a shame. I think this could have been better. There was some dodgy CGI here and there, some really wonky CG, but in fairness, for a movie that is predominantly CG and green screen and things like that, they did a great job. And the sets are astounding. Really, 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 really good. I do somewhat think that this dude right here, James Gray, I think the director's name is, definitely some father issues. But it's all about emotional repression. It's all about emotional repression because of fatherly issues. That's it. That is the bulk of the movie. Good score, great imagery, just real slow, no payoff. Can't recommend for everyone. If you like slow burn movies and you go into it with your expectations set, you'll probably enjoy it. But honestly, I can't recommend it that much. And I love space films. I'm all about the space films. So, can't recommend it. But if you like space films and you like slow burn films, you'll enjoy this. So we'll talk spoilers now, because there will be some people that will be interested in the spoilers. Spoiler warning, you've been warned. Let's get into spoilers. Right, so again, the whole movie is just a big metaphor for Brad Pitt's character getting over his father. And we don't really even... So let's chalk it down, the actual story. Brad Pitt's dad goes off into the known universe, far reaches of the galaxy in search for life. Awesome. You think you're going to see aliens. You don't. There's no aliens. In fact, there is no life at all. And he's dealing with this antimatter substance, which causes these surges, which can cause all life on Earth to die out. So that's why the mission happens. Now, along the way, again, because the narrative, the actual story itself is secondary, because it's all about Brad Pitt's character dealing with this thing. But as a result of his father leaving to do this mission, he's massively repressed emotionally. Hugely just doesn't show any emotion of anything, doesn't rise to anything, just very, I'm on the ball sort of thing. And slowly, as he gets closer and closer to his father, he starts to unravel that. He starts to not be able to compartmentalize his emotions to do this whole thing. And it slowly unravels. He gets there. As a result of getting there, we don't actually know whether he does come into contact with his father, because prior to that, he says that the zero gravity for such a prolonged period of time is affecting him mentally, physically, and he is seeing things. So one could say that he came in contact with his father, or he didn't. It's not outrightly stated. I mean, we're led to believe that he did, but he might not have. And it adds to the whole metaphorical approach of the film. And then he goes home, and that's it. No life, nothing. Some really weird CG along the way. Some bizarre fight in space. Some weird monkeys in space as well. Yep, I said it. There's monkeys in space. And it doesn't really go anywhere. And it's a huge shame. It's a huge, huge shame that this didn't really do anything. It's just a film about letting go. I would have liked some aliens. And like I said, I don't mind films like this, but it really was too much of a prick tease, because it just did not go anywhere at all. And that's a shame, because it's well acted. Again, we get the great monologues. We get good acting, of course, from Brad Pitt. He's the central character. There's not really any point mentioning anyone else, because it didn't really do anything. I didn't hate it, but I just cannot recommend it. So if you have seen it, I just bit my lip, I would love to hear what you thought of it. Because again, I think this will be divisive, and I think the marketing campaign will hinder it, because people won't recommend it based off of that now, because they're going to be pissed off. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do let me know down below in the comment section. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe. You can stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news and movie reviews. I have just reviewed Rambo Last Blood, linked here. Loved that film. Polar opposite to this, but again, you know what you're getting with it. It's a Rambo film. It was great. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like and a share. I've Mr. H. Take care.